Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things that I have made decisions about. So for the entire year, I've been able to make my own lessons and teach you guys the way that I want to. And since we started virtual learning, that's been taken away from me, and all the English teachers have to teach the same thing. In the first 2 weeks, I was okay with that. I thought that we were going to go back to school, but that doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. And so I'm really struggling with doing what all of the other English teachers want to do because it's not what I want to do. So I've decided to make a few changes, and I want to tell you about them and tell you why I've decided to make those changes. So this week, the packet, if you picked up a packet, it's all about source credibility and how to tell if a website is reliable and those kinds of things. And I feel like I've already taught you guys that. And I don't really think that it's fun when it's an online thing, or just like working from a packet off of an article and no fun, engaging things to go with it. And so I decided that I didn't want to do that this week. So yesterday I had you guys, or Monday I had you give some discussion to a question that I posed. And I really enjoyed reading all of your responses. You had some really thoughtful answers to my questions, and I went through and I read all of them, and I thought that they were really good. And so then Tuesday, I had you guys to take the personality test and write about that. And you guys are forming sentences and you're supporting your claims, and you're doing good work without being, I think, probably bored as you would be if you were doing the packet. Um, so here's what I'm going to do. If you're doing the packet because you don't have internet, then continue doing the packet, and that counts for your grade. But if you would rather do these little assignments that I've been posting every day instead, then do them instead. And that it's perfectly valid educational material. Next week and going forward, the English department has decided to read Romeo and Juliet, and I hate that play. I don't like it at all. I think that it's like one of the worst Shakespeare plays that exist. Um, just a quick summary is like Romeo is obsessed with this girl named Rosalind. Nobody ever talks about this, but he's obsessed with Rosalind, and then 2 days later, he's willing to die for Juliet. And so it's just like a stupid teenager love story that ends in tragedy for no reason at all. So I don't want to do that either. So if you're doing the packet, then go ahead and do the Romeo and Juliet and try and have fun with it. And of course, I'm here to help you if you don't understand it or if you need more help. I'm here for you. But if you're just doing online education, we're not going to do that. Okay. We're going to do something more creative because I love reading your writing, hearing your creative thoughts. And so what I want to do is poetry writing. So if you would rather do poetry reading with Romeo and Juliet, I'm going to post that packet. And so you have access to it online. Even if you don't pick up the packet from the school, you can still do the packet if you want to. You can still do Romeo and Juliet. I'm not going to keep you from doing that. But if you hear Romeo and Juliet and reading Shakespeare and you're like, oh, I don't want to do that, then I'm going to post other things. And you're going to have creative assignments to work on. And you're going to be working with some poets and poetry. And I think that that's going to be more fun. And I will enjoy reading those assignments way more than I'm going to enjoy reading about your analysis of Romeo and Juliet. So that's what I'm going to do. Both will be equal grades, and I know that you guys know this is pass-fail, but last week, or the last 2 weeks, everybody passed. I passed every single one of you, whether you turned something in or not, because nobody asked for online education and we were all getting used to it. And so I didn't think it was fair to fail anybody. However, now grades have to get back to normal because honestly, we're probably not going back to school. And that makes me really sad, but also we've got to work with what we have. And at this point, I can't just pass you all for the rest of the year. You're going to have to do your work. So you are going to have to pick Romeo and Juliet or poetry writing. You're going to have to pick doing the packet, or you're going to have to pick what I post every day. And I guess if you would like to, you could do some of both. But you're going to need to do something for every day. And if you don't, then I'm going to have to call home and figure out why you're not doing your stuff. And I hate calling. No offense, parents. But don't make me do that. Just turn in your stuff, all right? I'm giving you a variety of options to choose from. And so you're going to need to choose something. And if you don't do at least the majority of the work, then you're going to fail. So make sure that you're doing it. It's going to be easy, fun, creative work if you're doing what I post online. And if you're doing the packet, then you can work at your own pace as long as you send me pictures to my email every week of what you've accomplished. And if it's at least the majority of what we sent home for that week, then you'll pass, right? But you gotta do most of it, right? So I just wanted to make this video so you could hear my explanations for why the packets look different than what I'm posting. And it's because Mr. Simpson said over and over again that we need to teach what we want, and what the English department came up with is not what I want to do. So I'm going to do something different, and I hope you guys are okay with that. And if you're not okay with that, then you can download the packet and you can work off the packet and you can send me pictures of what you do, and that's totally fine with me. All right. I hope you guys are enjoying your day and continue enjoying virtual education. It's not the best, but it's what we've got. So